Hey, what's going on, guys and ladies, or whoever else's people is going to listen to this? It's been a long time. I know I haven't done any Ignorant Bliss episodes in a very long time, as I've been writing too many reviews and interviews and stuff for the Comics Beat and stuff at Riot Us and doing stuff on Geek Girl Riot. It's kind of overwhelming at times to also try to figure out how to record, edit, figure out shows for my own thing, and basically lollygagging, but it's not much of an excuse. So want to apologize, especially for maybe the few people who are on my Patreon. If you listen to this, thank you. If you don't, that's also cool. This episode contains parts conversation with Bandai Namco Toys Collectibles with Justin Cavender and AJ Velasco. The Justin part is from a quick conversation, a little piece of it of stuff that I didn't add into my interview and my the thing I did for the beat, the written thing. I'll try to put links to all that stuff into show notes or whatever. It's about the Cyclops figure and some Kamen Rider stuff and just fan stuff. And the second part is with AJ Velasco at New York Comic Con. That was not too long ago, in which I asked some questions about Kamen Rider figures and I think maybe some other premium Bandai stuff. It's not too long. I should have another episode up with the interview that I did at Phantom Comics with Jordan Clark. I'll do more on that intro. Trying to, I guess, do a little bit of stuff as the times get tough in the world. Hope you enjoy this kind of, I wouldn't say nothing burger episode, but there's not a lot of structure to this at all. So, all right, enjoy. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
I call it Athleisure Cyclops.
Oh, that's really good. I like did the visor actually light up?
Yeah, 3D printed.
Oh man!
So got gloves, got the jacket, and
I like it. The shoes,
bag,
the colors
shoes.
work.
Yep.
Yeah, the sling bag works as like the.
Yep. This is like a Athleisure Cyclops. And then I had red frame glasses, and the hood comes down, and I was just Scott Summers walking around. Yeah, and then I turned into Cyclops. Yeah.
So yeah, all right. I did notice that you guys are one of the many companies that are working with, I guess, Marvel with their Gameverse line, and I guess it's supposed to tie into all the many video game interpretations of the characters. And you guys debuted what I feel is the greatest Gameverse action figure to date. Is Cyclops from Capcom's Marvel series of fighting games. What can you tell me about Scott Summers, Optic Blast God action figure that you guys are putting out?
I can tell you that I, too, am super excited about this figure. When I first learned about it, my eyes got so big and my jaw just dropped to the floor. And I just saw his name on a spreadsheet, for crying out loud. And I was like, what? This is happening? And I got so excited. And when I saw the images, I was literally floored. I think the figure looks amazing. And we were talking about this earlier, how last year at San Diego Comic-Con, we revealed Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, and I just thought, like, what a time to be alive to have X-Men, S.H.Figuarts. I thought that was so cool, and it just opened up the door to all kinds of possibilities, and then this Gamerverse is just an incredible way of being able to showcase future Marvel characters. And my goodness, I think Scott Summers looks fan-freaking-tastic, and it just opens up the door to all sorts of fun possibilities, and I can't wait for more.
I don't even know if you can tell me this. Is there plans to do more, or is Cyclops like a foot in the water to see if fans are ready to buy more of these more comic accurate and not movie focused Marvel toys from you guys?
Well, I do think it's a great start. and there's nothing to announce right now, but I am sure that if the figure does well, then there's no reason not to do more.
Okay, hope and dreams.
That's the politically correct answer.
give me some Gambit, give me some Rogue, maybe a little Sabretooth. We'll be cooking.
I agree. You are not wrong. As someone that even my mom knows the theme song to the 90s X-Men cartoon.
Because it's basically a Whitney Houston song.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's amazing. But yeah. All right. That's my personal aside. Also know that you can't tell me anything about Kamen Rider, but I got hopes and praise that Americans get more Kamen Rider love out of you guys.
Well, I think with the simulcast, it's a really good opportunity. It was always really tricky with Kamen Rider because no one could really, aside from
interest.
Yeah, I mean there was the Amazons that was on Amazon, right? And then, but no one really has any real opportunity to watch it. There was Shout Factory that was releasing out different seasons, and 01 I think was a great entry point for a lot of people. That was my first way of watching Kamen Rider, and I thought it was so much fun. It blew me away. And I love that we fast forward all the way to 2025, and it's okay, now this is finally happening. I think that's great. And when you go to Japan, any store has tons of Kamen Rider toys, right? And Bandai makes amazing Kamen Rider toys, and to be able to have an opportunity to do more, I think is incredible.
All right, that's serviceable. I'm cool.
I love Kamen Rider. We go to LACC. There was Toei did the little booth out there with Zets. I literally helped out pose all the figures. So
yeah, I saw that. I was envious. There was so much Kamen Rider stuff.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you're excited about the Bandai Namco Kamen Rider stuff that's coming out? I know currently Zets is the newest rider, but I still see there's some Kamen Rider God stuff still coming out. Of course, some Final Forms or some previous shows or something.
Of course. I'm a big sucker for Final Forms. I think now, because there's so many riders, I've decided for myself personally that I want to collect First Form and Final Forms. It's a lot easier. If I start doing the middle forms and the movie forms, then we just get kind of out of control, and my wallet does not appreciate that. But yeah, Kamen Rider is doing its own thing right now. I'm loving that Zets is now the first official rider that is simultaneously released for fans within the U.S. to watch on Saturday, right? I guess on the West Coast for us, it's 7:30.
Yeah, it's 10. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, around here on the East Coast. But it's so exciting to see the fans being able to enjoy it. Even the theme song, at the end of it says you want to be the GOAT, and I'm yo, they want to talk about the greatest of all time. Yeah. That's crazy that word had
translates to Japan.
Yeah, I did not. At first, I didn't know what word they were saying, and then I was looking at these lyrics. I'm goats. I'm what?
Will there be? Are you guys considering making a push at least for Zet's First Form figure to be sold in a more channels besides the usual import?
So usually the First Form for the S.H.Figuarts makes its way over here into the U.S. So for Zet's S.H.Figuarts, you will see that released here generally. And then I know on Premium Bandai, we actually are offering right now the Zet's belt as available in stock. So if people want to get their hands on the newest rider belt, that is doable by ordering off Premium Bandai.
Okay, so you guys did a really good, push for geeks. I noticed there was a lot of product. The basic forms, the mix and matching things. Yeah. There were so many that I was able to go to the Tamashii Nation store or go to either the Amazon and buy it. I know with the different releases from different companies of past rider shows, especially with a lot of the Showa stuff coming from Tokushatsu and the other company, Discotech, also puts out some stuff.
I think Discotech does.
Is there a push about maybe thinking about talking with Japan about bringing some of those older rider forms back, especially I always miss with the Shinkocchou.
Oh, the Shinkocchous?
Yeah, those especially.
Those are great.
Because I know Black and Black RX, you got a set, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Rider, Rider 1 and V3. I know they all got different DVD, Blu-ray sets out. Is that something that you guys are really considering? Giving us U.S. fans more access to go, at least to go with those DVD sets.
I think as far as collectible ends go, I believe it's all just based on timing. So for a lot of figures, like you said, they've been released here and there, sprinkled throughout the year. So I wouldn't doubt to see more figures, especially like the Shinko from past riders. We've received some previous ones before, and they got that treatment. And I love it when they do, because honestly, it just makes the Shinko line is that it's scanned from their bodysuit, so it makes it look like a true Kamen Rider figure. And so I would say we're just waiting on what's next for it. Honestly, I look forward to every single release for it. And as far as even releases go for the U.S. fans to kind of digest, we've as far as it goes, I think Toei is pretty aware. They had a booth at LACC. They had a really fun vote for your favorite rider, and I think that really helps them figure out where's the crowd at here for us. I know it was shared amongst Twitter. At the end of the day, right?
I saw some of the images, and I was kind of surprised at some of the ones who were picked as the favorites. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that really gets the community going, because they're oh man, obviously we know which ones were fan favorites, but when you see a couple of the other ones, I believe they'll be just as surprised. So that really goes far as into helping for them.
Tokusatsu adjacent. I know there's probably legal hurdles, but the license, I'm a Super Sentai fan. I do jump through whatever hoops I got to get whatever releases. And I know there's probably pushback from another company that competes with you of a sort about the possibility of maybe as what Super Sentai inspires deviates very much so from its source material. And do you think there's any hope of getting maybe some of those figures at one time, or even some of the changers and random other accessories in this side of the Pacific?
You're a fan. I'm a huge fan too. I'm even myself. I'm working the same corners that you all fans are kind of working around. I would love it. Honestly, I cross my fingers every day. I would love some great news on that. As of right now, I haven't heard anything from it. Premium Bandai is one of our channels that does do a lot of the very heavy collectible ends. And I know that even in Japan, that's where some of those items would come from. I wouldn't pass if there was a chance for it. That would be a great opportunity. I cross my fingers every day, and I run over to the brands. Please, just bring it.
I would love if we even got just premium Bandai options to pre-order with Japan or some stuff. Yeah. But I do understand it's not Super Sentai over here. There's a pretty big company that.
And I think I think as far as Toku goes, a lot of it is just kind of shouting out loud into the void, but eventually it will ping back and something will happen. And I think that's kind of where we need to be at, is just keep saying, hey, we want these, we want those, and eventually I think that kind of stuff will, manifest itself. So that's where I'm at on this.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I asked enough.